Hi guys, video here with in this beautiful room, all alone, not many pilgrims on the trail. But this video is going to be about all the equipment that I brought on this voyage, just so you have an idea of, of that. Just in case you wanted to walk yourself, or just because maybe you can learn something, or maybe you have some feedback for me, or whatever. First thing is the sleeping bag. This is actually one I've had since I left for traveling to Australia in 2010. But this is, I've had it for a long time, really good. It can go down to 5 degrees, so it's not a sleeping bag for freezing cold weather, but one that can be in tempered weather. So that's really good. Then I have this. This is a poncho. If you saw my video on day 7, I think, you would have seen that, and it covers only my backpack and myself down to around my waist. When I walked the Camino in Spain and Portugal, I had a smaller backpack, which was 33 liters, which meant that this went down to my knees almost. So it has made a big difference in terms of how much it covers, but it's really good. I mentioned my backpack. This is the one I have. It is 48 liters, and it's really good. It's really, really good. It's the same one I used on the Caminos in Spain and Portugal. It's just about 15 liters more, and the only reason is that I need just a bit more stuff. So that is for that reason. I have my tent. I haven't used it yet, and I'm wondering if I will ever use it. But I brought it because I don't know how it's going to be in Germany, and I'll definitely, if I use it, I'll set it up on a video so you can have a look, of course. But this was only like 120 bucks, 35, 40 bucks. And one-man tent, really good for the price, so I thought that comes with me. It's only 1.6 or 8 kilos, so it's not too bad, but it could definitely, more expensive tents are lighter, so it's always about weight when you go on trips. So then I have this. This is a sleeping bag cover. You can get these in all types of shapes and sizes almost, but also the material. This is just a cotton one, so it's basically like a a sheet for the sleeping bag. So they kind of require that here on the albergues and whatnot. So it's just to cover up the sleeping bag when you're in it. So you don't need to have a sheet to cover the bed itself. So handy. Yes. Then I have, you've probably seen these shirts that I have. I love these. I've had these since Australia too, actually. And of course they don't look very nice right now because I've used them. These have, they're very light, but they're made with, it's sunblock 20 is what I'm trying to say. So it's really good, and I wear these all the time because they're very light, and if you sweat and you get wet or whatever, they dry fast. So they're really, I love them. It's the best things I have to walk in. Then I have, you should probably stand up, these pants here. These are from Colombia, I think. Where is the? Yeah, I think it's the brand is Colombia, but they're very lightweight, and I actually brought 2 pairs of pants. These are Ziplocks, so they have a zipper, so I can use them as shorts as well. But I sent the other ones back because they took up space and weight today. So, but they're really good. Even though I walked in the pouring rain a couple of days ago. They dried after they were soaking in wet. Soaking in rain, in wet, and just because of my body heat, they dry really fast. So they are just awesome. So I thought these are the ones I want to use. So I send the other ones back. Yes. Then I have this. This is just a general sleeping. What do you say? Mattress, and I've used this twice in the shelters. Very thin and narrow, and yeah, just easy. It has a bit. I think it's weighs too much, but kind of good to have right now when I don't know if I'll use tent or not. If I find out that I can get into sleeping arrangements like this, which is fairly cheap and so on, I will definitely not use this or my tent. So, but we'll see. Then of course, water bottle, very important, 1 liter. And socks, very important with socks. These are made with smart wool, and it means that they are not cotton, but cotton kind of soaks up, you know, when you're sweating, or if it's raining, or you just get wet. So these dry faster, and that means that moist and whatnot can sort of filter through faster. And I've had these for yeah, I don't know, since I walked the Camino, so that's 6 years. I've only worn these socks, and they're just awesome. Yeah, so I will show you my shoes at the end. And this one, see me use this. For me, it's just to use, you know, on my my back when I'm not walking, and it just supports me, you know, because I have a tendency to lean forward. So it's just so I'm strengthening my back and more straight. I have shown you this before. Tea tree oil. This is one of my favorite items. It's so good. It's so good for you in terms of when you have blisters or any cuts to the body, not wounds but cuts. You put this on and it dries up the skin very fast, and it cleans it as well. It's an antiseptic, and that means that it dries up the skin, which means that if it is a blister, you can walk on the blister very soon after. It could be within a day or two. So whenever you puncture a blister, you know, you keep the skin there and put this on. It cleans it out and dries it up, so you can walk on the blister. And yeah, I just really love this product. It's just beautiful. I would say this is a must-have when walking long distance. Then I have this deep freeze. This is for pain relief, cold gel, it says. Yes. So this is for, you know, yesterday when I walked and I basically felt like my ankles were sprained because I had too much in my backpack. I put this on both at the very early in the morning before I was even waking up, but also just before I went to sleep, and after I came up, we're done walking, because it just cools the muscles down and it just relaxes them, and you can just tell that it makes a difference in terms of you're coping and getting your muscles back to life. Both these two. When I walked the Camino in Spain, I met a guy from the French Legionnaires who was walking. He's from Germany, and he helped me with this, and he gave me and he used the tea tree oil as well. So I can thank him for giving me that. Compeed, just stuff to put on any blisters, any cuts that seem not to heal or just really hurts. They have a bit of a cushion on them, so it's makes them soft, or sort of an addition to your skin, I guess. Then needles, very important item to have, and 3-in-1 for nails and stuff. Seemed like obvious you should have that with you, but it is very important to cut your nails of your feet, because your feet are so important when you walk, obviously, but if you are not taking care of your feet, you will feel it. So I think that's about it. Now I'll show you my shoes. Solomon. These are called XA Pro 3D GTX. So that means that they are with Gore-Tex, and it's open shoe. It's an open shoe, so that means when from the inside and out, it's open here, which means that all the moisture and sweat and sort of heat from the feet comes out through the shoe. But if it rains a lot, it will not just come through. I mean, if it pours down for like hours on end, yes, it will come maybe eventually through here, but it is made so that it's closed coming in, so it is really good. I've used these shoes from since the Camino in 2014. I've not been wearing any other shoe outside since then. I just love these shoes, and they're just perfect. They're very sort of lightweight and light, flexible, and like leather. It can feel sort of more, yeah, sturdy or whatever. But I just really love these shoes, and I have not worn. I've had 6 or 7 pairs in 6 years. So just love these shoes, and the most important item I probably have, because they just work perfectly. And guess I can finish up with my hat. Always have a hat on when it's out, when the sun is out. And then this is, for example, I wore this all day today. It is very lightweight. It's a kind of a running shirt, so it takes the wind, but it also keeps you just warm enough if it's a cool day. So this is a really important item as well. So that is the equipment and items that I have brought on this trek. Of course, as you can see, the green towel behind me, that is a very quick drying towel. So I recommend having one of those with you so that it dries early, so you can put it in the backpack in the morning. You don't want anything wet in your backpack. So that is my equipment. I hope you can get something out of it. And if you have any questions, please write me or share in the comments, and I'll get back to you. Until then, may you be well and safe on your unique journey. And of course, I forgot to mention, if you are walking through countries or walking the Camino, you would really like to bring your passports. So obviously the right one on the to cross borders, and the one behind here with all the stamps, so you can keep track of your journey, and so you can show it in the end or wherever you end up. So really good to have, important to have, I should say.